to Longsword Drill number 5. Minute Spiel and More, the bind game. This drill is really focused on developing Fühlen or feeling, which is the ability to sense your opponent's intentions through his blade. Now, we find this to be very, very important because the masters dedicate a lot of time and energy to explaining techniques and strategies that you use from the bind. Well, the bind is simply put, anytime two swords are in contact. And this is going to allow you a lot of ability to read what your opponent's going to do and counterattack or lead the fight with the board. So let's talk a little bit more about the bind and some very important bits of vocabulary that we're going to need. So first of all, this is a bind. Now, we've talked a little bit about the anatomy of a sword. At this point, Tom and I are week to week, tip to tip, or spec to spec. Now, at this point, this is a range where most likely you're going to disengage. Now, as you move in, we might have my middle to his weak, which is still not optimal. And then we have my strong to his weak. Now, what's important here is I have a distinct leverage advantage. I can push Tom's weapon wherever I want to go. I have a lot more power than he does. Now, when he goes, his strong to my weak, he has more strength, but I have speed and maneuverability. So it's a bit of a trade-off. So we have weak to weak, middle to middle, strong to strong, and we have strong to weak, strong to middle, lots of different combinations. Now, one of the things that's important, the way we understand it, is a lot of your bind work is going to happen through this range of moving across your blade. By the time you get strong to strong, it's probably time to wrestle. So, again, weak, middle, strong. Now, with this bind, there's two other ways to apply the bind. You can go soft, which is yielding to his pressure, or I can go hard, where I'm applying the pressure. So again, hard versus soft. Lots of different options are available. So, strong, weak, hard, soft. Very important elements to understand. Let's talk a little bit more about the game we play.
The bind is a very nuanced and complicated element of fighting. A lot of materials from the manuals take place regarding techniques in the bind. So there's a lot to do here. We tend to start this drill in a very limited fashion to focus on that feeling, hard and soft, and weak and strong, and get that sensitivity developed in our group before we get into the full spectrum of techniques. So we're going to start this drill showing you the most restricted version of it, which is actually true of how we've shown all our drills so far. There are complications available. This is the beginning. We're going to begin this drill from a middle-to-middle bind as if we both throw a Zornhaft and bound. From here, we're going to try and maintain blade contact while winding and trying to bring our blade to bear on our opponent. So we're trying to move him to maintain simultaneous attack and defense. We're basically moving between offs and flew, occasionally coming up higher. We want to focus on bringing that point to bear with a secondary effort to maybe get a schnitt. We want to use footwork and movement and adjusting our angles constantly as we do this. Once people get the hang of that, then we'll let them disengage for a single cut action or close range to wrestle. In this drill, in this demonstration, we're going to try and resist the urge to grapple. Instead, if we come to the range where we could close and take grips, we're simply going to acknowledge that and reset to a distance. Very quickly, if you are going to grapple, the places that tends to happen are if you bind to the side and come shoulder to shoulder with your opponent, or if you bind up and come belly to belly with them. Those seem to be the common locations of transitions to grappling. Now we're going to show you the drill. That's Windenspielen, the last of our 5 primary drills for the German longsword. Try out these drills, train well, let us know what you think.